alpha is this. Masculine is a level-headed brother. That's level-headed and makes sound like everything you just said, make sound decision. Well, if I do this, I'll get this much money. But if I do this, and if I do this, I'm gonna end up in this role. So I don't want to go down. You're being a level-headed masculine man.
That's an alpha male. I'm manly. Say the word again.
Masculinity.
Masculinity is like being an alpha male. That's what in my head. That's
and that's what we're talking. That's why, because it's in your head. I mean, but in general, like I said, the stuff we said in the forest, them niggas is literally, if I don't do this, I will die tomorrow.
Right. We're not survival of the fittest.
That's what I'm saying.
It's different because of the circumstances.
By us being more comfortable, we don't have to think if I don't eat like today. Let's just say my link card is 0, and if I don't eat today, I'm gonna go hungry. I'm not gonna die tomorrow. Them niggas out there, if they don't, not only do they not, if you don't eat for himself, if you don't get enough food for his family, they all gonna starve. I can literally not eat tonight. My stomach could be growling, but I can eat tomorrow. No. And I don't have to kill nothing. I can just go to the store. Oh, my link come on, so let me go in.
You're saying though, they can do that and try, and if they don't catch nothing, they don't eat. You saying like if you ain't got no money, you can't eat either. But you gonna go to work. It's just like them going out there to catch them damn animals.
Killing something and washing it. No,
you're trying to
getting a check handed to you.
No, you're trying to make it the same thing. I'm just giving you a comparison.
No, I'm the one saying it's different.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you're saying like it's not the same thing of me going to work and them catching the animal. It is when you think about it. Over here, we don't have to do that because of the advances we got. They don't have those type of advances.
That's why I said something.
But what I'm saying, but still, if they had somebody, I'm not saying they stupid, but I'm sure if somebody was smart enough to make weapons or make contraptions, they'd be doing the same thing.
Exactly, but until that happens, they're not.
Right, but I don't feel like it's right. But I don't feel like it's comfortability. I feel like it's just advances and circumstances. Because of my circumstances, I don't have to pit on my loincloth to go catch something. I just got to go to work.
But notice what you said. It's comfortability. How did it get the comfortability? Somebody had to make it comfortable.
But you have to work for it first.
No, when somebody makes something comfortable, that means let me make it where it's less strenuous than it is today.
But you still have to work for it, though.
I get the overall work ethic, but the intricate details of what it takes to survive, I would rather do a $400 check at than kill 3 boys and have to kill it and cook it and
gut it. It's still the same thing, though.
You looking at the work effort? I'm telling you.
No, not the effort. Survival of the fittest. It only goes off of circumstances.
But I'm just saying, all I'm saying is we're comfortable because people that didn't want to keep killing boars, they said they went with the times and came up with methods where it's like, well let's eat what I have to do all this extra. Thank you.
Right.
But somebody that's not trying to make it easier, they just don't do it till they die because
right, but I'm giving you that, but I'm just saying the part of them going to catch it and me working for it is basically the same thing. The masculinity.
Okay, you know what? So by that logic, people, like I said, the Twitter fingers that do wokeism, they call that activism? And they just all they did was type something and post it. That's not activism.
Why not?
Somebody that's out here in the streets
freedom of speech.
Yeah, but guess what? That's something that everybody can do. The people that really do what they say, get their hands dirty, that's out here in the mud, they're better than the people that's, I can Twitter this while eating Cheerios in my pajamas, and he out there in the streets, damn near finna die getting something on.
But you can't fault them because of the circumstances. Hold on, off of what you're saying. If that person tweet that stuff, and just because it started a wildfire, it's not because he did it off something being lazy. He understood that the fact that this is going to get more attention than me going out and standing in front of a building that ain't nobody in because of COVID.
No,
marching around with a sign.
I'm talking about the people that have to protest it.
No, I'm not saying, of course, because back then they didn't have that. But since now that they do, that does not make them lazy. They just make them smart. That they using a tool to get to something other than using the same.
Everybody know hands-on is better than just information told to you. That's what anything. Hands-on is all. No, that's what.
No,
society hands-on.
Right, but I'm talking about today. Today, for you to get something across is not hands-on. It's social media.
But that's not hands-on. That's social media.
That's what I'm saying. It's not hands-on anymore.
But social media people equate that as hands-on, and it's not. Just because you talk about wokeism and actually doing is 2 different things. Yeah. Somebody that would get, like Shine said, get sicked on by the holes in the dolls. Somebody that tweets something with their pajamas on, they think they just as powerful as them niggas that got holes down.
Though.
How?
Today's age, and I'm telling you why, and let me tell you why. To this day and age, why they're so powerful, because have you ever heard growing up that the pen is mightier than a sword?
I heard that saying before.
Yes, I've heard that.
I have nothing else to say then. Because today and age, people are not looking at what you're doing outside. They're going on Twitter to see what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, they're going on TikTok and other stuff to see what you're doing. But for like political things, they're going to Twitter. Not the news, not the actual factual Twitter.
Chicago. okay, I know what you're saying, but you got to keep in mind, you got to understand this. When people are actually going through this stuff and they're experiencing this, they don't compare to the people who haven't been through it, and they're just sitting there twittering, typing on Instagram, I've been through it and this is wrong. They're gonna the people who've been through it, they're gonna feel some type of way because you don't know my struggles.
Exactly.
Why are you saying that you've been through this?
And equal to me, you don't even know what I did.
You have no idea what I've been through. Just like with it was something like with white people and black, like the when white people was like, oh my God, when the movie Get Out came out, somebody was like, oh my God, I hate one of the white people. They was like, I hate white people, and that was terrible for what the white people did to you guys. Some black people got upset because it's like you don't know what it's like. You didn't know what it was like when our ancestors was going through that stuff. So you gotta keep that in mind when you said when people twittering this stuff and then people actually going through it, they gonna have different opinions. Just because you just because you go uploading on social media that you have experience. Yeah, you gotta keep that in mind.
Because you can't fault somebody like, because if they didn't go through it, but if they went through it and instead of them like going on the news like, I'm standing out here doing this and that, and another person like, oh yeah, I did that, but I'm going to home and tweet about it. You can't really fault about it if they get more traction than you do, because that's how the world is today.
And look, and I'm glad you said that. You can't fault them, but for that person that tweeted, for them to think they're greater than the actual survivor, that's what I don't like. That's what I was saying.
That's why I feel like social media is like really misleading when it comes to
and that's all. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I was going to go into that because like the social media. Remember, they set all this up to put everybody to make everything AI. So they put everybody on there so that could be. Remember, they said Facebook is. I remember this white dude said he was like, Facebook is your new psychologist. Because what does it say? What's on your mind? They were like, that type of stuff supposed to be confidential. They got you putting that out there for everybody to see. Their business. So I don't even. That's why I didn't care for. I already knew the social media argument was going to be. Yeah, that's why I knew the social media argument. I was going to easily destroy that because I'm like, they want you to do that. But so they think people making a difference, but it's like, no, we telling y'all to tell us all your business. That way you can do it without us forcing it at you. So
but you know what? Everything. But that's crazy because you just spoke some truth. Because a lot of people will share their business on social media before they go and talk to somebody. In their life about the situation.
Right. Then when they say what's on your mind, that's something that you say in confidentiality with a psychiatrist.
Right.
They just put that as a thing where anybody can. I'll just tell the whole world my business. Then I'm gonna get mad when I get judged for it, even though I put it out there.
Oh, that shit's so irritating.
But the power, but the powers that be want you to do that. They want everything to be political on social media. They want everybody to feel like they're making a difference because they posted it on Twitter. They want you to go that way because guess what it's getting rid of? It's getting rid of real revolutionaries that's out here in the streets making it happen. Right. So if everybody can type it with pajamas on and eating Cheerios, guess what? That ain't gonna spark nothing.
They teaching people
because in their mind they doing something. Why do you think the ones that got their hands dirty they had to kill them? Because it went from typing to it being physical. So if you get everybody typing it, they not swollen enough to bust a fruit in a grape fight because they just typing. They ain't finna do nothing. They can scream all day, but they ain't finna do nothing. The ones that's out here trying to fight us, two bucks. We got to kill them because they're not typing. They out here, but the ones that's typing, let them type because that's as far as they gonna go.
And you know what? That's why when I was saying earlier about the men that get on social media and talk about them being alpha males, if you put them next to the people out in these other cultures that's actually doing these survivor things, they're not gonna stand a chance against them. They just alpha
at all.
In certain areas in life where they at being here. You know
and I that's what he said, but that's what I was saying. I'm just saying, nigga, you're just being a masculine, grown adult. That's like, 2 + 2 is 4. Let me do this and you're making so you're a level headed. You're not an idiot.
Yeah.
You're just a person with a sound mind. That's not out. That's just like you're an adult and a masculine adult that's being smart and making smart moves instead of dumb moves. Yeah. But them niggas out there that's like, bro, if I don't do this, I'm gonna die tomorrow. I have to my back is against the wall.
You have to chase in line.
Bro, I'm like that's a whole nother mentality.
Okay.
I'm just saying, so the fact that we don't even have to do that, but that's because people made it less. Go ahead, Sean, to not have to do that.
No, it's okay. So we got everybody views on this stuff. So that's why I wanted. Yeah, my dad. What is your view on this?
I forgot what the question was.
So the first
question. It was the wrong question.
What makes a man alpha? Right. Am I correct? What makes an alpha man?
And then what
makes
your
definition?
Definition?
Because we already got what the real definition. So he said, "What's your definition of alpha?"
Kind of woman.
I'm sorry. My definition of today what they call alpha is just something a man should do anyway. know, go to work, take care of his wife, take care of his kids, take care of his castle. You know, make sure the bills are paid. Nobody goes hungry. You know, he go to work. He helps. And being an alpha male isn't exactly just taking care of the family. It goes with mouth too. You know, you can go out there and spread the good word. If you're doing the Lord's work, you're an alpha male automatically. I'm just do the term alpha male. That's what they use now. But I'm with you, Dre. Nobody's an alpha or a beta. We're just human. We're here to do a job. We got to do the job till we die. Simple. Men can be a masculine man. That's just a man doing his job. What the heck is that?
Gravy.
Rocking and rolling, ain't it?
I know where you.
But I hear well, I've heard a lot of women say, you know what, hey, the man ain't in the house. I'm the alpha female. There's no such thing of an alpha female. It never was, it never will be. You're just a woman doing your job. Exactly. You're a woman doing your job. Okay? But some women get on these social media platforms and say stuff like, does such and such this, I'm doing that. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to. That just because you pay your bills don't make you an alpha anything. Right. If you want to live in this world, you got to pay the bills.
You want your lights on?
Or you want your lights on, you got to pay the bill. That don't make you an alpha male or alpha female. Right. You just got to pay. You got to pay. It's common sense. But there's also what you said, Tony, and I agree with you 100%. Men just be masculine. That's all. And until we learn how to live with each other and stop saying, well, I'm an alpha male or I'm an alpha female, ain't none of us in this room went out there in an Amazon and fought anacondas and stuff.
Man.
Can't do it. What they say, it look good on paper. But if they came and got a plane right now, see us right here, y'all got to stay out there in the Amazon for a week. Y'all got to catch your own food. Y'all got to build your own homes. Anybody come over here to mess with y'all got to fight them.
Kill them all.
We did.
Who was we?
You too.
If they burn your whole town down, you got to start all over.
Ain't nothing you can do. And these guys, and they only gave us machetes.
Oh yeah, I'm surviving.
And these guys got guns.
I don't give a fuck.
No, we did.
See,
he said, "Oh, we did.
We did.
Yeah, alpha male know how to survive.
Okay, Rambro.
Right. So when they shoot you, you don't block the bullets with the machete.
No. Look, the thing about the guns is loud. Machetes is quiet.
No, I understand what you're saying, but
that's just all they see you before you can get. Because remember, you got to get close up on them, just like
exactly.
If they see you from a distance, you can't. They not there.
It's waves, it's rocks.
He ran, bro.
That's why.
That's why
they stopped having wars.
Alpha male would learn how to adapt.
But that's why they stopped having wars with.
That is true. He will learn it.
That's why they stopped having wars with machetes and bows. They brought the guns to killing the war. Make a war quicker. It's over faster with guns. With a machete and a knife, you got to make sure that person's dead. Yeah, and you stabbing him, somebody come behind and stab you. So now it's just boom, you dead. Yeah. But I don't know where it went wrong at because
TV,
social media. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Some social media platforms are good, but I would never say a man should be. I'm the alpha male. You do as I say. No, it was never meant to be like that. Never, not on that level.
Right. Yeah.
No, if you're an alpha male, which they call it today, and you get a woman, 9 times out of 10, that woman like you enough like that, she's gonna fall right beside you. Like, okay, this is his thing. He's the boss. I'm the secretary.
Right.
Let's do it.
Like,
right.
You do your role.
But she can't come in saying, he the boss. I'm the boss. Right. It don't work like that.
Right. Like,
remember, there's only one king per castle.
True. Facts.
King, and queen, princess, prince. Yep. They all under the king, though. Yep. True or false? Y'all under the king. A queen can't make a decision without getting approval from the king, right?
But who really rules the council, though?
The king.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that.
No, society.
I'm not trying to.
Society lied and said the women really run it.
No, women don't run castles. King builds castles.
You don't think so?
No.
Do y'all really not think so?
Okay, wait. Put it this way. And I'm not trying to call out women enough like that, but just put it this way.
Tony.
Hold on. What?
You said she make the final decision over the king?
I didn't say what I just said.
But that's his question.
Right.
That was his question.
But what did I say?
Right, you
who
said
runs
you
the castle?
disagree with what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she has final say so.
Okay. I was only answering what he. That's what he
That's what I
said.
thought
She
you were
runs
saying.
the castle.
They both run the castle.
She runs the castle.
So
What do
no,
you mean by run?
Yeah, right. Because I answered his question. What do you mean? Maybe I don't understand.
Okay, and I'm gonna go off today's because y'all love going off biblical times.
Well,
we
just
go off
the way
today.
it literally where it
Alright,
started
today.
from. But go ahead.
When it comes down to raising the children, and 9 times out of 10, what is the always because you said this earlier, but the response is always different. It's not what the father says; it's what your mama says.
So are you talking about what you're talking about?
When
A
it comes
family,
out
we're assuming the family
or even financial, how the house goes.
Well,
If
see,
the woman really don't like or really don't understand, not so much understand, but believe that what she thinks is the better way or the right thing to do, it's gonna go her way.
I can agree with you saying when guys be like, "Well, I got to run about a wife." That does happen. Now that's wrong, but that does happen.
But I'm not talking about like big shit. Like, of course, the nigga.
No, I'm talking about even big stuff.
No, I'm saying even with the big stuff, the man of course got the last word, but her voice will be.
No, I'm saying I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
Even with the big stuff,
yeah, her voice is enough.
right? No, even with the big stuff, it's supposed to be his final say, but it be the wife final say. Because they be like, I gotta run about. It's what she is, whatever she
says.
says.
The man is the head
and it's supposed to be the other way around.
Face of the business, but in the back. That's why anytime you see a successful man, like a real successful man, he has a woman.
Necessarily not all of them.
disagree with that.
Not all of them.
Name one.
I get what he's saying.
I get what he means that this is the way the culture is today.
Right.
Even in back then.
That niggas they be like,
no.
well, it's
Even back then.
whatever my wife say.
Even
They
back
do
then.
that today.
They had some,
but
they
they don't
had
make it
some
right.
woman in
their that's wrong.
even though I know a lot of kings and stuff, they had their right hand and they had a
Peasants.
not peasants,
Concubines.
not the concubines. It was
Side
a
piece.
right hand and another dude, like the high priest or something that help him with laws and stuff. But it was at the end of the night, the queen like, yeah, fuck right hand and the high priest. If you want to show dominance, this, and the third, because she's always the person that's able to see the bigger picture. Even though the king's supposed to, but once you have so many people in your ear, you can go off of what you're thinking, but then you got so many influence, you be like, damn, okay, maybe I was tweaking, maybe I'm not tweaking. But if you got that woman in your back that you know only for you and your best interest, and not just your right hand, he got his interest and his family interest, shit like that.
Okay,
because I got an example.
I would say I see what you're saying, like with the influence and everything. I would say that the king does hear the queen out. That's what I would say. I would say the queen.
That's what I'm saying. She has more of an influence than the right hand and the high priest.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that. That's not a problem.
Right.
We
I
talking about
get
the final say.
that.
But
I'm saying, I get what you has the final say. That's what
hold on, wait.
When you think about a man, like if y'all can give an example, even back in the day, it was always a woman.
Like, babe, what you think? I think
influence or had something to do with it. Right. It was never like, oh, this is my decision. No pussy came in for me to make the decision. It was always that way.
I get what you're saying, because I'll give you an example. Like, if you watch Game of Thrones, right, you have the king and then you have his congregation, right? They have these meetings, right? And then, like you said, he'll have different influences as far as like what he should do about a situation, and he's on the fence of what to do, right? But evidently he gets the final say, but maybe later he has to think about it, and then he might have brought it to his wife just to talk about it, just to get it off, and then she may say one simple thing to kind of answer his, make it clear.
Okay.
So that's true, that happens too. But like you said, you agree that the fact that the man does get the king gets the final say of what your battery was going up. But he gets the final say. It's not to say that women can't get a
I never said that.
They don't get no word. Yeah, they get the say. I mean, they have the ability to get their voice heard by the man and what. But I think women take it to an extent where they feel like every time she brings up something,
that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. And then to answer your point, what he said was beautiful. They can say back then, they can say it, and then he'll make the final decision because she said something that clicked. These chicks today, like a lot of girls that like the ones that are married to their men, the men will say, she make the final say too. It ain't even like, well, she told me this and then I'm going to make it the final say based off of some good information. They be like, no. If she say it ain't gonna happen, it ain't gonna happen. Or we can get it if your mama said.
Right.
Not only do it. So I'm saying in modern times, it's past the influence. The wife is making the choices at the last say too. That's why I said that's wrong.
So I agree with you, because women do have ways of simply looking at certain things, because the king could be having so many other things, or let's not even say the king. The man can have so many other things on his mind. He can't think clear enough to make a decision.
Exactly.
So sometimes he'll come to his wife, and he might just be talking about it, and she just be like, okay, well, why
what
not
about
just
this?
do this? And
Exactly.
He's like, you know what? I never thought about it like that.
But women today, why do you think they brag about they saying they wear the pants? Because wear the pants mean not only do I influence you, I make the final say too, even though you're supposed to do that. But since I'm the alpha woman, we're together, and it's whatever I say go.
That's
why it's a problem. Because modern times they make the final say. What you said was beautiful. He made the final say, but he could air out. The girls today want to make the final say too. That's why it's a problem.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah,
that's why
exactly.
I see what you were saying, like with the final say, and it's cool they could get, like, well, I think like the influence, but I think you was like, oh, well, like
I thought he meant it on some
president got a wife, the wife like, well,
but you know what's funny? He's right, because that's why I said modern women, they get the last say, and they're not supposed to have the last say, but they want the last say too.
But I was basically saying like, men household, head of household, but if it ain't no woman behind them, they really not shit. If you think about it, they don't have that. They don't necessarily have nothing.
That logic.
Well, now
they don't necessarily have nothing to like work for. Because when you think about it, anything that a man acquires, does, anything is for a woman. If I'm wrong, please.
No, you're right.
I agree with you.
Right.
You definitely right.
You talking about its essence, its roots is for a woman, so I get that.
Yeah. So,
but minus that, that's why he's still supposed to be a man and be responsible on his own.
Yeah.
So the woman, of course, really be
a man without a woman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
What do we? How?
See,
if I just said everything that we do is for women, if they're not there,
no, everything we do isn't for women. Because we have to live. You have to live and die yourself.
That's
you got to make yourself happy first before you make a woman happy. And I'm not saying it the way that we up here we hate women or Jerome. I understand what you hate women. No, I'm not saying it
for survival and bathing for survival.
Okay.
What else that we do that's not influenced by women?
Taking care of
We do that for women. Because I don't give a fuck how.
You should also do that for yourself too. Bro.
No, I wash my ass. Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm.
No. No. I understand what you're saying. Taking care of yourself. Yes, but the extra stuff that we do, like how y'all got y'all do right.
I get what he means.
That ain't taking care of yourself. All you gotta do is get a haircut. You doing that so you get waves, so you can look good for the women. I got my lock. That's what I'm saying. But look, that's what I'm saying. That's a choice that's influenced by women. If it was just a bunch of niggas, all we have to do is wash our ass. Cause now, let me tell you why. I've been to the county jail and to prison. Let me tell you how many niggas that really didn't keep up with themselves because they was in there.
A lot of
to watch their ass.
No. Look.
But then it was also niggas in there keeping up with themselves as they was on the outside, only because who was coming to visit them every often.
But now
I'm just playing. I know women.
But that's what I'm saying.
They aunties.
Yeah, it's a difference between taking care of yourself and other shit. But if women not there, we have no reason to do none of that.
I'm finna break it down. See, now because we talking about the comfortability again. Back in the alpha in the woods. And I ain't talking about back then, remember, because even though we comfortable, it's still people in small villages, as we say, they the ton that kill for their food. For the ones that don't have a family, he just a man out there surviving. Everything he's talking is extra. Grooming, all that's extra. So you mean to tell me...
Wait a minute. You just said you wash your body?
Yeah.
Wipe your ass. People said, I hope so.
Okay, look. So he's right about the extra. The grooming and the shoes and that's extra. So you mean to tell me as a man, you're not going to feed yourself because a woman is not by you?
I gave it to him. I said other than eating for survival and bathing for survival.
So if you want to be technical, because think about it, everything I just said was extra. The grooming and the hair, like you said. Right. So he right. Because you got guys that don't look like they don't care, the scruffiness, they don't care. Yeah. And they let you know it don't matter. But what's necessity for life? Food and water and shelter. Right. So now if you meet a nigga that say, I don't want to eat, drink water, or live in a place with a woman in, he's crazy.
Right, okay, look. When you say
I don't care about the extra stuff.
Water and bathing is essential for life. We're not talking about just for life. Okay. We're talking about to get up every morning. To do anything that we do today.
But notice what you said. It's still comfortability because if you if you lay down and you don't eat, you gonna die.
We're not talking about hunger. It's gonna motivate. We're just saying like why we do what we do. Period.
Right. That's why I gave it to you as far as but everything you name is you're right as far as extra because it's not necessary.
That's what I'm saying. Other than bathing and eating for survival,
women are
everything that we do clothes, jewelry, upkeep.
Guess what that proves my point. If there was no women to impress, we would still live life because we have to eat and drink water, unless you just want to die.
I mean, I was giving you that. I'm just saying like that. Only the extra.
So I'm saying
why we do the extra is for women.
That's why. But I agree.
Wait a minute.
I said he's right about
it's
the
also
extra.
'cause we like
But
it
if we didn't need the extra, we would still need to eat and survive.
But wait a minute. There's
No, that's
okay.
what I'm
You say
I mean,
do it
yeah.
for women, but I didn't bat his shirt
Hold on.
primarily.
you say men do things for women, right? So you talking about the man gene, period. What about the gay guys?
What about them?
They don't look good for women.
That's a good point.
They look.
For other men. He right about that.
I'm about to.
Okay, go ahead. He's right about that though.
It's still the same thing, only because they're women. They're supposedly women.
No.
Well, you saying
They're
are you saying because they attracted to them?
No, I'm saying like
They're not born.
you said. What's the difference between them? In their mind, they're women, so they don't feel like they doing certain stuff to get the sector they want. So they still doing the same thing.
I disagree.
They're not.
I disagree.
If you're just because you're
No,
gay does not mean you got to stop grooming yourself and buying certain clothes and stuff and doing certain stuff to attract who you're trying to attract.
I still disagree.
But that's biology.
If you just look,
I think both
two men, one of them gay, the other one not gonna look at him because he's gay. He's gonna look at him because of the way he carries himself.
True, I get that part.
Right.
He's only carrying himself like that to attract the nigga that's looking at him.
Or the person he want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it's the same.
And he's not doing none of that
It's the
because
same sex.
that's what I'm saying. But he
So
said,
that's why it don't
you know what I'm
count,
saying?
right.
It does count because just because it's the same sex, in the homosexual's mind, he's a woman.
But I would
don't
think.
mean nothing.
But I think
So
that's
he's still crazy because you literally
No,
just
he's still- no, but he's still
argument
doing-
by saying we do it
Right,
for
but
women and he's doing it for a man. So it's not the same.
Because, okay,
species.
let's take it out the
Okay.
woman-man thing.
Okay.
Sex. We doing it for sex, right?
Now you can say that because no.
So it's the same thing with a gay
Well, no,
man. He's
that's
going to
right.
do the same thing
That's
for
true.
sex.
But you said we do it for women.
That's
No,
what
but that's what I'm
niggas
saying.
doing it
No,
for men.
but that's what I'm saying. Let's take woman and man.
Right.
The word.
now, if you would've said
woman
that
and
when
man.
you first
Right.
said
We
Yeah,
just
we
said
Right, let's
that.
keep
You
it
would have said that at first. then we were like,
non-binary.
Yeah.
It
exactly.
doesn't matter woman or man. We do stuff because of the influence.
Yes,
Right.
that's
If
true.
it was
I
just
agree.
off, if I was in a world by myself,
You are.
I'm-
No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. I'm just.
You are.
y'all just trying to get nuts.
But no,
I said, like,
but
I wouldn't
Yeah,
give a
he-
damn.
he
I would
ain't
be
right
the
about
most smelliest, stinkiest nigga as long as I'm got water and food.
feel
But you know what, yo, you're right though, because that's
So
the same
even if
with-
I was a gay man,
I feel you.
that's across the board for everybody.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
women, because women do things
Women
for men
do
too.
things.
Oh, yes,
Right,
exactly.
right.
So,
Bro, there you
but when
go.
you say
Real
that,
talk.
you have to use both sides.
That is
Because
real.
no.
They'll
We
make
might
it
didn't
look
say
like-
both sides. I'm only saying the because
Yeah, I get
us
what you
again,
mean.
I'm a
But
man.
I still get it.
We only do
They'll make it
stuff
look like they
because
do
of the
make it
influence
for
of
themselves.
women.
It's a lie. They do
Like
it
what
for
you
us.
said when you bought the shirt. Yeah, you bought the shirt for you, but then at the same day, if you don't think you're gonna pull a female in that shirt, you're not wearing that shirt for that day.
The deep psychology of it, he is right.
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
yeah,
right,
if
he's
you
right.
once you
He right on
dissect,
that one.
yeah,
Like,
he's
'cause
right.
he
He
was
not
looking
good.
at
I buy
pirate.
clothes because they look good, like a shirt like this. I'm a bad at.
Right.
But
And
if I
that's
know
what comes with
I know
looking
a
good.
bitch
If
see
I
me
wear
in
this
that
in
and she
public,
ain't gonna give me no
and
plate,
she
I better stay in the closet.
That's true, because you probably
well, see,
like,
that's
yeah,
the difference.
yeah,
That's
because
the
think
No,
about it.
That's the
That's
difference.
facts.
That's the difference
That's big
between
facts.
men and some men. Because
Yeah.
I dress like this all the time, and before I got into a relationship years ago, before I even knew Pickaboo, I would pull girls looking like I just worked on the car. So that's what I was saying.
It's the
That goes.
confidence.
Yeah,
It's the confidence.
There you go.
So, but then now without, and that's I gotta side on my man on this.
He's absolutely right.
That's why I love general.
Yes.
You got them few guys, but the general everyday basis, niggas doing it for a girl at the end of the day.
exactly.
Even if it's not immediate, the initial
But
core and the
then
essence
again,
of it
I
is to be
am
like,
liking how nowadays is like, cause I'm embracing it as well. I can care less what I got on now.
look, yeah, I
It's
feel.
gone.
Well, you know,
Day is gone.
and guess
You
what?
know,
I would
bro.
definitely wear that as
Look,
still,
look,
but
They ain't got no more.
but in
Last
the
one.
like I want to say real world, but more of like
I
a
get what you mean.
more fast paced world than ours
Yeah.
of how to get the like the bad women. I'm not wearing that.
You know
If,
what?
if that was the woman that I wanted to wear, if that was the one I wanted
I'm
to
gonna
get.
say this though.
This is the last one. They don't make them no more.
I'm gonna say this, bro.
I'm not gonna feel that when you leave.
And you low key right because the less effort you
my
He's
put in,
definitely right. He's definitely
yeah,
right.
you absolutely right.
right.
Because
He's 100%
what
right.
I'm noticing now, a lot of women tend to flock to the guys that put less attention to what they dress or simple
I mean,
wardrobe in a way.
Not
I ain't gonna say
so much
simple,
like that.
but sometimes you ain't even gotta wear a chain. You
Right,
can wear a
but
basic
then
outfit.
you have to though, but because it's I don't know when this happened. It's no gray area anymore for a woman.
Right, you're
You
right.
either comfortable,
Yeah, I feel
you.
looking
Yeah.
unhinged, because that's what it is. Now,
Yeah,
bumpy
yeah,
is
yeah.
not bumpy
Yeah.
anymore.
Unhinged.
It's
You ain't lying.
unhinged.
Unhinged.
Or
You ain't lying.
you gotta
You
have
ain't lying.
all the
All
jewelry,
the
everything
shit.
Yeah.
so fresh. And you can't be like
In between.
normal, like
No, you're right. You're
Right,
right.
and
right.
still.
You know
You
what I'm saying?
can,
You can.
but like say if you want a
Chances,
natty,
yeah,
you
exactly.
gotta be like icy.
Ice,
Or if you
right,
want a
right.
regular
What to be-
or a woman that you know they ain't gonna leave you gotta be unhinged.
Hold on.
Unhinged. Like what the
But
fuck?
let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, you're crazy.
If it was
average,
average, I say this: average guys, they can't get away with wearing this. But dudes like Chaz and Tyrone's, they go out one night, they can have what I have.
That
on.
is facts,
Or
bro.
they will still
Because
get
it's a
played.
woman.
Girls.
It's 'cause
And
the
let it go
looks.
back to the woman that you want though.
Yeah.
Cause just like with him, like he said he could pull a woman like that.
Right.
That's the woman that he wants that he's pulling. But not giving you not
Well,
trying
no,
to
no,
degrade
no.
you or
The
anything.
woman-
But if
woman
a
saw him.
supermodel, it's a 60-40 chance.
Yeah.
60-40 chance. Because
Yeah,
one thing that I learned about
supermodels-
models, they love niggas like him.
Okay.
Love it. Why? I know, but it's still kind of like
I know.
Because he ain't extra. You know what I'm saying?
not even extra. It's
Okay.
that he's confident in
He's
himself.
confident,
The
yeah.
pretty boys, they confident, but they more about themselves than their partner.
Right, right.
And them being
Yeah.
about themselves is competent for the lack of confidence that they got.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
You ain't lying.
So yeah, it's influence and I guess the caliber of woman.
I mean, men. You said it yourself. Men gonna always do stuff for women.
Oh, look, he is not lying.
That's just how.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
would.
And
I
I
would
hate it.
never
And I
argue
will
the
say
fact
the
with
levels
you.
to it.
Yes.
Now, like you said, now you got a person that do name brand stuff all day because they like.
that's
So
cool.
yeah, so I do stuff. We all do it for the core of the essence of women, but I'm not no name brand here. That's me. Like man said, I just get regular stuff that look nice and it be regular as hell. I'm not finna get no $600 Louis just because a girl might like.
Right.
Now, now you got guys that do it to that level.
that.
But like you said, even just like regular clothes or like a
That's
cologne is
hard.
that's like $50, but it smell good.
Right.
You right? Because you be like, okay, nigga, I'm at the crib. I can smell myself.
Man, look,
I want to go out and walk past. They be like, ooh, you know, like
But
even
then
if we go
again-
bowling, so he is
But
right.
then,
He is
then
not
again,
lying.
it also do come down to how you feel about yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
that's
can,
true.
you
That's
can,
true.
you
That's
can
true.
not wear
That's true.
wear name brand, but if you don't like, how can I put it?
You definitely right.
Put some type of effort into it, it shows.
Yeah, and I ain't
exactly.
gonna lie,
This
I feel that's
thrift
how we
store,
are.
But I'm putting effort into it. I'm matching it. So
That's what we do. We don't do name brand
right,
trade,
yeah,
but the stuff we put together
most
when we
people
go out,
they're not with no main brand,
Exactly.
but not really do too
Not
much
do
with
nothing
it.
either,
And you be like,
exactly.
yeah,
And
you
they
bummy,
just-
you can't get yourself together. I understand you don't want a name brand, but you can still
Do
be
something.
presentable.
look,
Be
something.
presentable.
Yeah,
yeah.
Still
I feel
look
what you
presentable.
look like a
That's
hobo.
facts.
Right.
But then again,
That's
you
facts.
have some niggas out here that got the most expensive
And-
shit
and look
like
bummy
a
as-
bum.
Bum,
Yeah,
yes.
you ain't
Looking
lying.
so
I
bold.
see
Like,
them all the time, bro.
yeah, that's
Like,
a $1 million
the
fit,
ones,
but you
yeah.
still look like the nigga from down the street
Yeah.
selling socks out the truck.
What?
But I done seen it before.
Oh,
Dying on the
87
bus.
I see it all the time.
You would see the most
What
freshest
socks?
niggas on the bus.
Yeah,
The most
so,
freshest.
yeah.
But the niggas that really got money got on Levi.
Yeah, just like this.
It's just like this. Yeah.
That's why, like, when I just say I learned I learned the hard way. Like all that shit, all that
yeah.
buying the money for clothes for females and stuff. You know how many females I done pulled off thrift store,
Bro, I mean,
clothing?
You ain't lying.
Everything I done had on this podcast is from the thrift store. Like every outfit I walk up in is literally every outfit I walk in
You know
this
why?
motherfucker is from the thrift
Because
store.
you wear the clothes, you don't let the clothes wear you.
lying, bro.
15
I was just gonna say
That's
that.
what it boiled down to.
And
You
you
these
gotta-
niggas let the clothes wear them.
You gotta wear stuff that fits your character.
Exactly.
I can't walk in wearing jogging suits like him. That's just not my
yeah.
style.
That fits Jerome.
First of all, I'm
gotta
like
be
6'3".
loose. It's gotta be
Yeah, it's gotta be loose. No, notice what I said. Just like that.
Oh, yeah.
I be looking like a go-go dancer. Like, Rico, what the? Sean be like, Dad, can I talk to you?
I can see you now like, hey, you think it's fun. You gotta go to the crib. No.
I
I mean, yeah, I can't wear stuff like
like
that.
this.
Like, hold on, bro. Tone
But now, if
to
it
the
was
side,
like a
man,
loose
you
track
alright?
fit with some
Yeah.
anime on it,
Exactly.
go.
That's me.
No, facts, bro.
That's
Facts.
me.
Yeah.
But people dress out of character.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You got cats tall like me will have some on exactly that size.
You know what? And that blows me. I cannot
like,
find
hell,
a
you
32 nowhere. Every time I go out,
everybody
I'm
got
like,
them.
All
40.
34, 36.
Everybody
I
got
run
them.
into that too. He ain't lying. I'll run into that too.
Everybody
bro.
got
I'm
them.
32.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to find.
What'd you
bro.
say that?
You was not lying.
Everybody got
That
them.
ass
Yeah,
down,
you
give me
ain't
my
lying.
shit.
And it look
You
like
got
skinny,
big
he ain't
guys
lying.
wearing 32s.
He ain't lying, bro.
I'm considered. I'm not a real big guy.
Yeah.
But I can't go to the store and be like, oh man, these straight, and it's a size 38. I'm a 44. Now the way today is, if you're a big guy, you got to get clothes
small.
No, 2 times bigger now.
Yeah.
Oh,
because sometimes 44s be like 40s.
Yeah, dude. Because it'd be the way the clothes were.
Yeah, exactly, but everybody's into this. These tight clothes and stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of dudes they don't get jeans that fit up to up here. They get it to where it fit right here. So if as long as it fit right here, they good.
I hate
that.
To the thighs.
You ain't lying.
That's why I don't like the suits they got now, because everything is European.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I'm sorry, I like it.
I can't stand
some
that
of them
stuff.
is decent.
You know what?
Not all of them.
No, he's right.
You need a Steve Harvey job.
I want something like that. I gotta have some.
He's right. Overall, it sucks, but some brothers can pull it off.
Yeah.
So I get what it. That's why.
Yeah.
But I can still say overall, it is stupid. But you got some onesie suits, brother. Like even though that's some European stuff, that brother can pull it off.
you realize
everybody can't do it.
Hold on a second, Dre. You're right, but those guys got to be skinny like y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm
true.
Yeah, exactly. You do
Somebody
gotta
like me, or
look at
LeBron James. He looked like a freaking fool.
I know. Yeah,
clothes on.
But when you think about it, a lot of those expensive clothes are like the most simplest things you ever find.
No, let it have a little
It's
stash
simple.
here and that's it.
Yeah. Like, look what Kanye got on.
Yeah. Dog, he just.
Don't get me started on Kanye.
You ain't lying.
I love that man.
I rock with him.
Wait a minute.
Attire.
Wait a minute. We got a Peekaboo said. Oh shoot, I lost it. Guys wear all that expensive things to prove that they have money to other guys.
Say that again?
Guys wear all that expensive things, she said expensive stuff, to prove that they have money to other guys. Some women aren't impressed by that. We like a well-dressed, kept, and good-smelling man.
I disagree with the first part.
She kind of right as far as stunting, because niggas do stunt.
Yeah.
So I give her like partial credit, but go ahead with you.
Niggas stunt for niggas. Niggas stunt for
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree with that.
To a degree.
I definitely agree with that.
I feel like it's to a degree because
what's your...
a lot of niggas stunt for women though too.
Yeah, exactly.
It started with niggas first.
Yeah, I can see that. But the reason why I say it's more with women is because they more. How can I put it?
Yeah, I agree with you. No, go ahead.
Yeah, because
it's both, but it's women first. Because look, it literally go back to his point about the essences to get hoes.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, and I get to stone on y'all niggas too?
Yeah,
so the essence is, it is
because think about it, when they get hoes, they stunt about having hoes to the guys.
Exactly.
That's
so,
really is.
So if you want to go in order, it's girls first, then guys. But are y'all both right? Is it both? It's both.
It's both.
But the essence is for them to get the hoes. And then on top of that, nigga, I'm better than you because I got her.
So we
can admit her and you ain't got
that.
No, it's the guys first. But it becomes a negative to the point where you be thinking it's women first. When you think about it, from the time you grew up to the time now, who was the person that you was talking to about like, yeah, I'm gonna have this shit, I'm trying to get this shit. That red car, that's gonna be me when I grow up.
My homie.
So it go
myself.
Damn,
I was in the mirror like, what?
Damn, Dad.
Look, you gonna have to call him later like,
one day I'm gonna have a girl. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just acting. I get what you're saying.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, it starts with women negatively, but like just the neutral part of stunting, it starts with the guy because it's not stunning or it's not bad part of stunting when you like, hey, I got a wire right here, I'm gonna go grab it. You just like, I want my homie to see like I'm coming up, you can do it too, or I'm eating, you finna eat, or look at what I'm doing. If you do the same thing, you can do the shit like that. But where it become like it's more we stunt for women, that's when it become negative because of course nowadays. And I really don't know when it started changing. You can't get a certain caliber of female that every nigga wants you to have or you supposed to have without having all that on. So that's when it comes to like, I want that badass girl right there. So let me stunt to all the other females like, yeah, I got the jewelry, the watch,
to get her
the
attention.
chain.
Right.
Yeah,
I get you. I see that.
I ain't gonna care. That stuff don't work no more sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the caliber of women.
Yeah, because you got the most.
And the women, because it could be, you can find a bad woman that's not attracted to nothing material. Yeah, and you didn't ball out.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's hard.
To me,
that's hard to
rare
find.
as hell. I know it is, but it's
hard.
Not rare to me, yeah.
It's rare.
Let me tell you why. It be the women that's like most kept up that you are like, okay, she really don't get no fuck because she got it together.
But then again, the most kept up women be the ones that want you to keep that lifestyle
exactly.
up.
That's
but they're not taking care. They not upkept in.
I'm gonna tell you another thing.
Well, no, we just you're right. We're talking about physical appearance though.
No, I'm saying no. But that's what I'm saying. A woman that really got her shit together and really not focused on how much money you got.
Okay.
She not gonna say like, you need to keep that up. The only part that you need to keep up is the part that you promised her about like the lifestyle that she's used to.
Right.
So if you keep up the lifestyle that she used to.
Oh, you talking about the lifestyle for her, and that's not necessarily.
Yeah, it's like
you
say like
keep
if I get like this, just like if I get a girlfriend just like this.
Okay.
If I wanted to like dumb it down a little bit and just wear like shirts and pants like that, for a real woman, that's gonna be cool as long as I keep myself growing.
you keep it-
Oh yeah, right.
Right,
Yeah, we know
exactly,
that. Right.
yeah.
But he was just saying we know they out here, but it's gonna be
it's
more.
Yeah,
What he's
big-
saying.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's a woman that ain't got her shit together.
Which is the
A woman
majority.
that- That's gonna feed on you until
Which is
you
the
got.
majority.
But the other thing I was gonna say too, because they do exist. But the reason why it's another reason why it's hard to find them is because they flock with a lot of women that move a certain type of way. So a lot of times we gonna automatically assume that they just like their friends.
Exactly.
So
And
they
then
may
don't
not
judge
even
me, but you hanging around the block.
Yeah, so it's not.
Then do that.
And a lot of times it might not even be that they like them, but it's the fact that you
And you keep
surround
company,
yourself
you
with
keep
them.
company
It's
with
like
them.
We
okay,
gotta
I can
get
tell.
10
Thank
hoes
you to get
to this faithful bitch.
Exactly.
Bitch, and you was just hanging with them.
That's all
So
we
it's like
saying.
I'm not believing you.
And then your
Thank
friend
you.
talking a
Thank
certain
you.
type of way.
Because somebody
so
that's truly virtuous wouldn't even entertain themselves by being
with
around
someone.
it.
Right. So it's like,
So
why
that
you
was
Like
friends
you
with
say you virtuous, but are you really?
So that's what I don't understand when women be like, well, I'm a good girl, but your friends is hookers.
Yeah, I don't see how. That's
How?
possible.
How can you be a good girl? Now you at the whole bunch, and there's 12 of y'all. All them got 6 kids each.
Right.
5, 6 niggas they deal with, but you the only one that's
Right,
the
I
like.
ain't got none of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
No, well, no, I don't do that. No, correction, you probably don't do it anymore.
Right.
But you did it.
And that's another thing I learned too.
do it
Like you
anymore.
said, like, and it's funny because I got into an argument with this, like a debate with this girl. She was like, oh, because she got a friend. The girl I'm talking about, she's black, but she has an Asian friend, Asian girl,
Right.
that's like, she get ran through like crazy. And the girl brags about it. So one thing I can respect about her, she don't say she a good girl. She be like, this is what I do. So the black girl that hangs with her, she was just like, yeah, you know, my friend, she's a hoe and all this and all that. And I was like, and I know this may be bogus. You know me. I kept it real. I was like, well, you know, I like you sleep around with guys too. She said, yeah, but she be having orgies and she sleep with 40 men. I said, well, if you sleep with 10, you still a hoe.
Nice.
I was like, I said the only difference is she got 40 bodies and you got 10.
10, yep. That's
But
true.
both
still
y'all have
advertising.
multiple men. She couldn't say nothing. She was like,
You still
but in her mind, I'm an angel and she's not. And it's like, what?
What? No.
Your body count is just slightly lower than hers. But you're not. Now the only way it's different is if you had either one body or you're a virgin. And she had, then you can talk to, you got 20 and she got 50 and you, I'm better than her because she got 50 and I got 20. You both of y'all got multiple.
promiscuous. She's
But
just
the
more
fact that she
promiscuous
even
than
and she didn't even say like, well, you know, I'm dirty too. I would even take her saying, well, I'm like that, but I ain't that bad. She made it look like I'm not that. And I'm like, what? You dirty too? She's just worse than you. And what I like about her, at least she's more bold with it. But you trying to act like you a princess and you different. No.
Big Boo told me to tell you to stand up so you can see your jogging suit. It's a nice jogging suit. I'll give it to him. I like it. I like that.
Yeah, but it's like to me, like when hoes trying to differentiate, they hold them. Like y'all both.
Yeah.
Like,
Differentiate, they hold it.
They try to cut certain stuff
yeah,
off.
like, well, since she got 35, she crossed the threshold. I got 32, so I'm still good. I'm
Exactly,
on
right.
What? Y'all both
Yeah,
hoes. She just literally had 3 more than
No,
you.
you know what's funny?
That's what be killing me.
Do? That I understand why, but it's still funny as hell when they backtrack, so their body count don't get higher.
Oh my God.
They say what it
You
was.
still out here fucking. I
Thank
don't give
you,
a fuck
thank
what you saying.
It's about the insertion. Like what the and that still counts. Every time somebody
Oh yeah, they say like the tip don't count and stuff like that. You like, oh, no.
It's you, them 10 niggas. Even though you went back, that's still 10 niggas 20 times.
That's right. And that was my
That
point.
make a
You know,
lot of
her,
sense.
and she was saying that she was just like, but in her mind, that made sense to her. Oh, she's the hoe, not what? Then when I broke it down, she kind of got quiet. I was like, I ain't mean to hurt your feelings, but no.
I mean, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Most women try to keep the secret. Do it. Guess what? If you out there sleeping with
And her friend,
anybody,
like, this what I do.
that's your thing.
That's your thing.
Don't try to make it seem like. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't try to make it seem like
What's that called?
I don't know who that is. Don't try to make it seem like just because Lisa slept with 50 guys and you slept with 40 guys, she a big old. No, both of y'all whores.
That's all I was saying. I'm like,
Same
for real?
thing.
For real?
Just like same thing with a man. I mean, I hate to use it like that, but if a man sleep with 50 cats and you sleep with 12, you still consider the king. That's just how it go. Because you getting women.
Right. Oh, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't go around saying, "Oh no, I'm this and that." I would never do that. I have high standards, and you going home, you calling a nigga talking about, "Yeah, you coming over?" And It's the same
that's
thing.
Crazy because that's very true.
It is true.
My time in the county.
What did he say last time?
I used to have this. I talk to niggas about it because that's all you got to really time.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Fucking talk all fucking
You ain't. I'll work out.
But so of course we get on the topic about fucking hoes, different stories about that shit like that. So I was one of the guys that was like, I don't know what to tell y'all. One, I'm not a storyteller, and two, I only fucked like barely 20-something people. And they were like, yeah, that's it.
Whoa,
what do you want? Whoa, what do you think this is?
Jeez,
bro.
And to find out it was niggas and they younger than me with triple.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
So I'm thinking like, I wish a bitch would say like, you got a lot of bodies. I do. Your little brother would tell me I'm not fucking out here.
Real, he ain't lying.
Yeah.
Like crazy. I didn't get into it, little niggas, because I didn't have a good enough story. I don't know what to tell you. I fucked enough.
You said I don't know what to tell you.
But I mean, I understand why they got mad because, like I said, that's all we had to do was talk, story, elaboration. But I know how to talk. I don't know how to over glorify a story or something happened. I'm gonna tell you, I got there. I couldn't hit. Her mama treated me, and I left. That's all that happened. I didn't get to see the draws. I don't know what her cat looked like.
They get mad at you for that.
Like, oh, bro, you ain't got no more other stories? No. And I don't know you well enough to tell you anything.
But apparently you do, so just tell me yours.
And then it was always the same story every day. Please don't go to jail. I'm telling you. Every day. And I'm like, you just told me yesterday. I did? Yeah. Continue to talk about it. I used to hate that shit. Yeah, Brenda, Jasmine, and Jessica. How do you know that?
I thought it was like goodbye. Like, you can't go nowhere. You just gonna do them and turn around.
You can go somewhere though. If you was in the cell, yeah, you still gotta listen. But it was dorm. So I was
okay.
Like I'm
going. Went to the other bunk. But yeah,
he ain't gonna do nothing but open the door. So like I was saying,
guards,
guards.
Big tripping.
No, you ain't telling me the third story for the third time. Guards.
Well, yeah, that it's just crazy, man. If you, that's what I don't know. Women just got this illusion that hey, you know what?
But then you can't really fault them because it be on us sometimes.
They do.
Small percentage.
I agree.
I feel
you. Niggas out here that be like, yeah, this how we supposed to be. No, it's not.
It's not.
Shut the fuck up. You going off a woman. You need to go off a man.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But then,
Yeah, and
I'm with you on that one.
If we was to like what you said, like a long time ago, stayed in the household, a lot of the shit wouldn't be.
A lot of stuff wouldn't.
And you know that would have been a good topic to talk about too.
Just like we get a Sunday, but Jerome, you need help, man. You need help. Real crazy, man. But that's it for the show. We did, what was that, 2 hours almost?
We did about 3 hours.
Yeah, we did 3 hours.
Yeah, so that's it for today. And man, we done for today. Don't forget to hit that YouTube button, Pico City, One-on-One Talk, PTSDs, all under the same thing. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back Sunday with a whole new topic. Hopefully Jerome will be back.
I know, it's good right now.
Oh, you sure?
I actually start doing stuff. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't want to do it, so screw him. No, but hopefully you'll be back next week. And this is PTSD signing off saying, take care of each other and God bless everybody. We out here.